When you're outdoors and you're outside, supposedly you're leading a happy life. You're spending time. You're doing things you want to do. And when you're in the hospital, you're kind of doing things you're forced to do. You're locked up in a hospital. You're killing time. So it's different from spending time.
Did you know that mental illness claims more victims than any other disease? That's right.
In a state hospital like Rockland, you're basically a piece of storage material. It's basically a storage unit, and you're a box that's been labeled keep.
Well, we're housing people.
They would kick us out of bed at about 6:30 in the morning. We get locked out of our rooms at 7, go to breakfast, and then sit in this TV room.
Heaven's prison.
1 hour just drifts into the next, time drags. And the only indicators that there was any difference in time was a different television program would come on or a different radio station would come on. Your mind became numb.
Time was based around two events. One would be our meals, and the other would be medications.
When you have eggs, it's morning. When you have sandwiches, it's afternoon. When you have an entree, it's dinner. It's evening. They would tend to plan activities around meal times. So I think that's their principal way of getting you to do things. Say, well, if you don't eat.
There are penalties. They'll lock you up in this quiet room they have.
There is not even a mattress on the floor, no bathroom facilities. There's not even a window. The walls are padded and you're just there. And that's it. That's supposed to help you. That's supposed to be therapy.
So we'll put you in more isolation. That'll make you feel even worse, so then maybe you won't misbehave.
On one hand, having that structured, a very highly structured hospital stay, I think, is probably important for someone.
On a day like today, we pass the time away, writing love letters in the sand. How you lie.
There was this girl that I liked, and even though physical contact was forbidden, I wound up kissing her. They found us when we thought we were alone, and then one of the nurses, she just said that, you guys can't do that. If we were close proximity or something, they would watch us more closely. We were both adults, but whatever, they owned us while we were there. The more I comply with them, the sooner I can be free of their control.
When you're outside living your life, you're just living your life. The consequences are you don't work, you don't make money. You don't go to school, you don't learn. You don't hang out with your friends, maybe you feel lonely. But when you're in the hospital, the consequence is you're going to stay in the hospital until you do what they tell you to do and show that you can function, from minute to minute.
The idea behind keeping people beyond the time when they're stabilized. They want to fill beds in hospitals that would go empty otherwise. The bed being empty means that the hospital gets less money from city, state, or federal government.
There's a dialogue between the hospital and the insurance. The primary motivation is to make money. Sometimes it's counterproductive to helping the patient.
Imagine yourself being not in control of yourself and in the care of people who don't seem to care about you.
It was like prison. You can't walk out the door. You can't go buy a soda. You can't go have a smoke when you want. You can't turn on the television when you want. You can't turn on the radio when you want. It has to be prescribed hours.
When people ask me, where have you been? I was incarcerated. I tell people that, and they look at me like, what did you do? Well, I don't know. There's no attempt to empower anyone.
I feel like a lot of time was being wasted in the sense that I wasn't out in the world and in society.
Now that I'm not in the hospital, what I'm doing is I'm going to school. I'm trying to get a degree in computer science.
I am studying for the LCT. I hope to go into public interest law.
Primary goal is to to get better with dealing with people
and hoping to make some friends and influence people.